I have myself and many others have talked about package management and how package management, when you do that nice create React hello world app, or whatever it is you're doing, or you're doing the npm install or the composer install, or you're asking AI to build you something, and it pulls in all the pp packages with PyPy and all that stuff. I call it pp because I want to call it pp. All that stuff, man, it feels great, right? Because it's just like this instant gratification of I pulled in a bunch of packages. I didn't have to do thinking. Again, it's the handover of your thinking abilities to somebody else as some kind of authority that you end up trusting when you probably shouldn't, and you wouldn't even know how to value judge whether you should or not in the first place. And so here we are with yet another news article about how pulling in third-party packages necessarily leads to mostly negative consequences. One more time to be clear, this isn't just me making an assertion. I have gone over the academic, scientific studies, the statistics, and case studies on how companies, especially corporate companies, vastly rely, I believe the number is something like over 90% of large corporate closed source companies rely on open source, which is centered around exactly what we're about to read. Yeah, how many packages do React pull? Yeah, so the Create Hello World React app pulls in somewhere between 700 to 1,400 packages, somewhere in that range. Now, I think that I don't know who they, quote unquote, have decided that it's no longer the way to do like Hello World React. So you wouldn't do that to spin up a React app these days. But it was the way. You would npm install create React app, Hello World, whatever. And right off the bat, you've got 1,400 or at least 700, something like that. Yes, I can have AI fix this. That's right. That's something that I've actually heard talking to people online, arguing about this stuff and debating with them. I literally said, I remember this. I literally said, what happens when AI creates a bug or a problem because you used AI to generate a thing? And the person responded with, I'm just going to ask AI to fix it. It's genius. That's like S tier level thinking right there. That person belongs with AI. Malicious NPM packages infect 3,200 plus Cursor users with backdoor, steal credentials. And Cursor is what? Cursor is VS Code, but with AI built directly into it. That's what Cursor is. Let me zoom in. Cybersecurity researchers have flagged 3 malicious NPM packages that are designed to target the Apple macOS version of Cursor, a popular AI-powered source code editor, disguised as developer tools offering the cheapest Cursor API. Oh man, gee, I wonder if that would possibly work on programmers who already want an escape hatch out of having to use their brain to code when they're already in Cursor. And then you create a package that's like, hey, I'll make it even cheaper for you to do this. Of course it's going to work, right? These packages steal user credentials, fetch an encrypted payload from threat actor controlled infrastructure, overwrite Cursor's main JS file, and disable auto updates to maintain persistence. Nice. They really went for it. The packages in question are listed below. So if you're using Cursor because you haven't learned anything from my streams, okay, if you're someone who's too stubborn to learn anything from the stuff I've been covering for the last year, these are the packages to be wary of, all right? Unless you just don't care. You know what? I'm just gonna be honest with you. What the hell difference does it make? If you're using Cursor, your stuff's already out there. Like, it doesn't matter. Right. All 3 packages continue to be available for download from the NPM registry. Allied Cur was first published on February 14th, 2025. It was uploaded by a user named AI IDE. I see. The NPM library is described as a command line tool for configuring the macOS version of the Cursor editor. Sure it was. And then the other 2 packages are still going on, and it does a redirect to a domain that looks right but isn't quite right. We've covered this a whole bunch of times, so on and so forth, right? So there you go. It's sure, yeah. AI saves you time. AI IDEs save you time. They just leak all your data along with it.